so it's good to be here. It looks like I got punched in the face. It's because I got punched in the face. I seem to have that effect on strangers. Those hecklers were out of control, officer. So my name is Jim. I do the police blotter for the Chapel Hill News. And you can't make that stuff up. This week I wrote up a report about an assault that happened at an extended living facility. 2 people with Alzheimer's, I'm not making this up, got into a fight. And then after looking through the narratives on the police reports, all I could write was, the 2 accounts of the incident were dramatically different. It's like an epistemological nightmare. Too big. Yeah. I have to drag that word out back and shoot it. So, I mean, sometimes with the arrest reports, you can look at them and the charges unfold in like a nice, even sequence, and they tell like a little story. So it'll be like, reckless driving, driving while impaired, resisting arrest, talking shit in the back of the police car. Something like that. Like it's a nice little story. But other times I'll be looking at these things and there's like a little leap, right? And so I'll be looking at this report and be like, how did we get from littering to wielding a samurai sword in public? How did we get from public urination to operating an aircraft carrier without a license? What happened? What happened, bro? What happened? Oh man. So I've been excited about this competition. Even went into training, stand-up comedy training, you know, which just means like putting on a hooded sweatshirt, a little shadow boxing, and then sitting down on a couch and watching cartoons for about 10 hours. You gotta get your head in the game. You gotta be sharp. So, I mean, and what would training be without slurping down a raw egg smoothie, right? You know? That's the beginning of training as far as I'm concerned. Rocky does it, he's determined. I do it. I get salmonella and dead for 2 months. It's counterproductive. Nobody should really be drinking raw egg out of a glass. Maybe we could just scratch that out of the training protocol. So I was introduced as Jim, but my full name is James Taylor, like the singer. And there's 2 things about that. One, there's the bridge, and sometimes if I get a day off, I like to just hang out near and around the bridge, you know, whatever, go under the overpass, do a little heroin, whatever. Make a day. The other thing is, you know, having a famous name, I like to collect other people with famous names just to have around me, and not even do anything, just hang out, you know? Just hang out and play some ultimate frisbee, or like, play a game of cards with a Jim Morrison, a Paul Newman, Ted Kaczynski, whatever. That's an unfortunate name, isn't it? Ted Kaczynski. You know what else is? Hitler. Have you ever thought about this? There's got to be more people with that name out there, right? It's like, hi, I'm Jim, and this is my friend Bob Hitler, and this looks like a wonderful bar mitzvah that you're having here. So you guys know about Loco Pops down the street, exotic popsicles? Loco Pops? Loco Pops. It's like, yeah, let me get one spicy mango mojito, let me get one spinach dreamsicle, let me get, what does that say, pussy colada? Does that say pussy colada? Let me get one of those. That's not concentrated, is it? Let me get one of those. Let's do, what is the last one? Is that cologne? Like just straight Tommy Hilfiger cologne frozen to a stick? Let's do one of those. Somebody should really add Loco Pops to that website, things that white people like. Right above board games. So, yeah, we get one caviar pop, we get one Indian curry. Anyway, so I tried to quit smoking recently, and that's always an uphill battle. I didn't even realize how addicted to cigarettes I was until I couldn't find a lighter. That's when things get really hectic for me. If I have a cigarette and no lighter, I'll be in the library and find myself looking around for like a pack of matches or a magnifying glass or a stove. This is my favorite. Touching the bottom of my laptop to see how hot it gets. I was addicted to cigarettes. Coming down the home stretch here. So I had this plan to quit smoking, right? And the plan was, every time I wanted one cigarette, I would buy an entire pack of cigarettes, smoke one cigarette, and then throw away the rest of the pack, right? And it was working. It was working, and I stopped. Stopped throwing away the rest of a pack of cigarettes because that's ridiculous and childish. Kept on hearing my mom's voice in the back of my head saying, there are cigarette smokers in Africa who do not have enough cigarettes. Oh man, I really did not know how this show was going to go. I practiced this in the woods in front of plants. And you can't practice stand-up in front of plants because they laugh at anything.